Hello, hello, hello. I am your host OCL, and welcome back to One Century Later. Today will be a little different. I am adjusting when the weeks are reported on. They will now be Sunday to Saturday, instead of the previous Monday to Sunday. I will also be presenting the news of the following week instead of the previous week. I figured that you would want to know about the following week before it happened. Videos will be coming out on Saturdays to match this. This means that today we'll be taking a look at all events from August 10th to August 22nd, 1925. As with last week, all of my sources are in the description down below. Monday, August 10th, 1925. The US and Belgium entered into talks discussing the $480.5 million that Belgium owed the US from World War I. Tuesday, August 11th, 1925. Aristide Briand, the Foreign Minister of France, met with Austen Chamberlain, the Foreign Minister of Great Britain, to discuss Germany's new peace proposal with France. This meeting, along with the meeting from the previous day, was a smaller part of much larger negotiations to resolve the financial obligations of countries post-World War I. All of these meetings together would eventually lead to the Locarno Treaties in early December. Wednesday, August 12th, 1925. Nothing of historical precedent happened on this day. Thursday, August 13th, 1925. Thomas Wilford resigned from the leadership of the New Zealand Liberal Party, and George Forbes would win the election to replace him on the same day. In an undisclosed election, Forbes would win the majority of 24 electoral votes against his opponent, Thomas Sidey. The exact number of votes won by either candidates was never released to the public. Friday, August 14th, 1925. Norway officially annexed the Spitsbergen Islands, now known as the Svalbard Islands. Norway previously held control over these islands since the Svalbard Treaty of 1920. However, until the Svalbard Act passed on July 17th, other countries also held economic rights to the islands. The annexation established Norway's governance, defense, and international relations in the island. Also on this day, sculptor Gutzon Borloo proposed the idea of using Mount Rushmore to carve the faces of George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln into the sides of the mountain. It wasn't until late 1941 that Mount Rushmore would be completed. Saturday, August 15th, 1925. Nothing of historical precedent happened on this day. Sunday, August 16th, 1925. The Cuban Communist Party was founded in Havana, Cuba. The party would remain in hiding until 1939 when they were legalized in Cuba. Monday, August 17th, 1925. Protests by Austrian fascists turned violent outside the 14th World Zionist Congress. 30 people were injured and 50 arrested during these protests. Tuesday, August 18th, 1925. Ford Werk GmbH was founded as a German branch of the American Ford Motor Company after Germany implemented an embargo on imported American automobiles. The company created a factory in the Westhafen district of Berlin to produce cars for the German population. Also on this day, following the talks between the US and Belgium on August 10th regarding Belgium's debt from World War I, the US and Belgium signed an agreement for the $480.5 million to be paid back over the course of 10 years. And finally, on this day, the boiler of the steamship Mackinac exploded, killing between 42 and 50 people and injuring many more, depending on your sources, off the coast of Newport, Rhode Island. The 677 people on board were on their way home from a pleasure cruise to Newport from Pawtucket, Rhode Island. The explosion lifted parts of the ship out of water, throwing some of the passengers into the ocean. Many others would join them in the ocean in an attempt to escape the fires on board. Yachts, speedboats, and other naval vessels, including a battleship, participated in the rescue efforts. Wednesday, August 19th, 1925. Following the June 23rd shooting of protesters in Guangdong, China, by the British colonial police, the government of Guangdong banned all British and Japanese ships from entering or leaving the region's ports. Thursday, August 20th, 1925. Following the previous day's banishment of British and Japanese ships from the harbors in the Guangdong region, the Republic of China's finance minister Liao Zhongkai was assassinated. 5 gunmen shot him as he was approaching the Kuomintang's executive committee building for a meeting. Also on this day, a French delegation met with Sultan al-Atrash in the French Mandate of Syria to discuss a peace agreement to end the Great Syrian Revolt. A separate delegation led by Tawfiq al-Halabi persuaded Sultan al-Atrash to not accept the peace agreement. Friday, August 21st, 1925. Following a car accident the previous day, William Lancelot Jordan, a South African ace with 39 aerial victories during World War I, passed away at the age of 28 in Surrey, England. Also on this day, Belgium passed a law for the League of Nations mandated territory of Rwanda-Urundi, now the two countries of Rwanda and Burundi. It separated the mandated territory from the Belgian Congo, now the Democratic Republic of Congo, putting it on equal footing as the Belgian Congo while remaining autonomous. This law also clarified that African residents of the territory of Rwanda-Urundi had no right to Belgian citizenship and were subjects of their own native chiefs. Saturday, August 22nd, 1925. Gangster Leo Lanzetta was shot and killed in Philadelphia while leaving a barber shop. This killing was in response to his previous killing of Joseph Toscaccia. Leo was the narcotics dealer and bootlegger for the Lanzetta brothers gang in Philadelphia. And that is all. I'll see you all next week for events from Monday, August 23rd, 1925, to Sunday, August 29th, 1925.